Hi everyone, welcome back to Digital Dynamo Lab. Today we are going to explore computer hardware. If you are interested in learning how computers really work from the inside, you are in the right place. Let's get started. What exactly is a computer? A computer is an electronic device that takes input, processes it, and gives output. For example, when we type on a keyboard, that's input. The computer works on it and shows the result on the screen, which is output. It can also store information in its memory, like saving photos or documents. In short, a computer is a smart machine that helps us with many tasks. The diagram shows basic operation flow on computer, that is input, processing and output. A computer has some common characteristics. It understands only machine language, which is in the form of zeros and ones. Computers are very accurate and they can do the same task again and again without making mistakes. Unlike humans, they never get tired and can work continuously. Computer hardware means the physical part of a computer system. The things we can actually touch, like the keyboard, monitor or mouse. In short, it is all the components that make up a computer. Hardware is mainly divided into four categories. Input devices, which are used to give instruction to the computer. Processing devices, which do the actual work inside the computer. Output devices, which show us the result. And storage devices, which are used to serve information for later use. Keyboard. A keyboard is the most common and popular input device. It looks like a typewriter but has extra keys for special purposes. The keys on a keyboard are divided into different groups. Typing keys are used for writing letters and numbers. Functional keys like F1 to F12 are used for special tasks. Control keys such as Control, Alt and Escape help in giving commands. There are also operator and special character keys like addition, subtraction. Special purpose keys include Enter, Shift and Space bar. Finally, the numeric keypad allows us to quickly type numbers just like a calculator. Mouse, popular pointing selection and cursor control device. Microphone, it is used to recording sound then stored in a digital form. Mainly used in multimedia works. Joystick. Joystick is a pointing device which is used to move the cursor position on a screen. It is mainly used in games. Light pen. Light pen is a pointing device which is similar to a pen used to select a menu item or draw pictures on the screen. Scanner. It works a photocopy machine. It transfers information available on paper into digital format and stores it in computer memory. Barcode reader. It is used for reading barcoded data. Barcoded data is generally used in labeling items, numbering the books, etc. Optical character reader, OCR. It is used to scan printed text optically and converts them into readable text and store it in a computer memory. Magnetic ink card reader. It is used in banks where to read bank's code number and check number are printed on the checks with a special type of ink. Optical mark reader OMR. It is optical scanner used to recognize the type of mark made by pen or pencil. It is specially used for checking the answer sheet for examinations having multiple choice questions. Output devices. Monitor. A monitor is the most common output device of a computer. It looks just like a TV and is used to display the result we get from the computer. Monitors come in different sizes and resolutions. The resolution means how clear and sharp the picture on the screen looks. It is measured in pixels, which are tiny dots that make up the display. And it is usually expressed as width by height. Monitor types. Cathode ray tube. This uses phosphorescent dot to generate the pixels that constitute displayed image. Bulk in size and weight. Flat panel screen. This makes use of liquid crystals or plasma to produce output. Light is passed through the liquid crystals in order to generate pixels. LCD, liquid crystal display. LED, light emitting diodes. Next, printer. Printer generates a hard copy of document and photographs, typically on a paper. There are two types of printers, impact printer and non-impact printer. Now we will discuss impact printer. It works by direct contact of an ink ribbon with paper. Non-impact printer. It uses laser, electrostatic, chemical and inkjet technologies. Example, inkjet printer, thermal printer, laser printer. Headset. This is a combination of speakers and microphone. It is mostly used by gamers, video conference, online meetings. Speakers. Speakers are to facilitate the output of digital sound. Projector. This device projects a computer created image onto another surface, usually a wall. It is most widely used for presentations or for viewing videos. Plotter. This device generates a hard copy of a digitally depicted design. It is generally used with architect or engineering applications. Motherboard. The motherboard is one of the most important parts of a computer. It acts like the main hub that connects all the other parts of the computer, both inside and outside, using different slots and ports. It links the processor, memory, storage devices and input or output devices so they can work together smoothly. Microprocessor is a small chip that acts as the brain of a computer. It takes input, processes the data and produces output. The main parts of a microprocessor are the arithmetic logic unit, which does calculations, the control unit, which directs operation, and registers, which store temporary data. Microprocessors are very fast, compact, and are used not only in computers but also in mobiles and home appliances. RAM or random access memory. is the temporary memory of a computer. It stores data and programs while the computer is running. But everything is cleared when the power is turned off. RAM is very fast and helps the CPU work quickly. The bigger the RAM, the more programs a computer can run at the same time. ROM or read-only memory is a type of permanent memory in a computer. It stores important instructions like how to start the computer, and this data cannot be easily changed or erased. Unlike RAM, ROM is non-volatile, which means the data stays even when the power is off. It is mainly used to store firmware and essential programs needed for the system to run. Hard disk drives are storage devices that can remember large amounts of data even when the power is off. So they are non-volatile, they use magnetic storage to serve information and can hold data in gigabytes or terabytes. Hard disks come in two types, internal, which are built inside computers, and external, which can be connected from outside. They are used in desktop PCs, laptops, TVs, satellite recorders, servers and mainframes. An SSD or solid state drive is a fast storage device that uses flash memory instead of spinning disk. It is quicker, lighter and more durable than a hard disk drive. SSDs are used in computers, laptops and gaming consoles to load the system, application and files much faster. Flash storage devices are portable tools that use flash memory to store data. Examples include USB drives, memory cards and pen drives. They are small, lightweight and can keep data even when the power is off. Flash storage is mainly used to transfer files, backup data and expand storage for computers, cameras and mobile devices. CDs, DVDs and Blu-rays are optical storage disks that store data using tiny changes on the surface of the disk, often called microscopic pits and bumps. CDs can hold about 700 MB of data. DVDs around 4.7 GB and Blu-rays can store from 25 GB up to 128 GB. These disks are mainly used to store music, videos, software and backups. An optical disk drive is a device that can read, write and rewrite data on optical disks like CDs, DVDs and Blu-rays using laser technology. There are two types of drives, internal, which are built inside the computer, and external, which can be connected from outside. Optical drives are used to access, store and transfer data on these disks. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Digital Dynamo Lab for more computer hardware tips and tutorials.